Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. We've got game number 39, just 2 games away from the halfway point, so 3 going into the game. So it's game number 39. Montreal is hosting the New York Rangers. Rangers are the second best team in the league, I believe. I got it here somewhere. Oh, look at that, leading off with that in my news. All right, so the news. I'm going to be doing some Habs news. I've got the lineups. I've got I've got the Habs lineup. I've got the stats for the game. And again, I forgot my thing to put up there. The guess the score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy from either side. You have to be the first one in the chat with that guess. If that's the case and you win, you get $10 directly to your bank account via Interact. So good luck to everybody. I'm going to give you mine straight off, even though not a lot of people here, but I'm going to give you mine straight off. You're going to think I'm crazy. I'm going with 5-3 Montreal. And I'm giving the goal to Galley, first goal to Galley. Why not? Gallagher with the first goal. But I'm going with 5-3 Montreal. I've got this gut feeling that Montreal's going to win this game. So I'll start off right away with some news. Rangers are the number 2 team in the NHL, as I said, so I gave that away. Habs are 25th, so my gut says this is a trap game for the New York Rangers. It's either that or it's indigestion. I'm not sure which, but that's where I'm going. So let's use here, and then I'll get to some more news and all that. And we'll talk about it, and we got all kinds of stuff to do. All right. We got Wonderphil to start it all off. Hey, Wonderphil. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Greetings all. Happy Saturday. Matt Norton, my co-host and partner, is in the channel. Congratulations to Matt as the biggest Lane Hudson fan there ever was or will be, and the USA team for winning gold at the World Junior Championships. I was born there, but I'm Canadian through and through. But, I'm happy for Fowler, for Hudson, Habs prospects, and they won gold. So I'm happy for that. And you know what? Matt's going to pop in? Well, okay, if you want, interrupt my show. It's fine. See, Jack. Hey, Jack Newell, how's it going? 3-1 Montreal, Matheson first goal. So it's not just me who's crazy. I'm probably crazier because I gave him 5 goals. But you're probably right or more right if that's what's going to happen, Phil says it's always going to be Galley. I knew you'd like my pick too. 7-3. He's even crazier than me. And when I win, I don't want old man money. You want $10 worth of poetry? You want young man money? Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll try to deliver. Hey, Automatic, how's it going? Good to see you out there. 4-2 Habs. Heineman, first goal. Heineman, yes. We'll get to that in my news. We have 2 gold medal winning goalies. Go Habs, go. 2 gold medal winning goalies. Oh, well, yes. Monty won the gold with the World Championships, the men's World Championships last off-season, I guess. Forget when exactly it was. Hey, Guru. How's it going, Guru? 5-1 Rangers. Panarin. First goal. Going to be a tough game if the Rangers are ready to play. Yeah, I get it, too, because that's probably how it's going to go. But I got this gut feeling, and it usually is indigestion, and I'm wrong. But I'm going with, what did I say, 5-3 Montreal. Yeah. I think it's going to be a trap game for the Rangers. They're going to come in here. Yeah, we're going to beat them. No worries. Who are we playing after them? And Montreal's going to catch them. I just get this feeling. We see if I'm right or not. Probably I'm not. All right. So what I got. So the news about Heineman. So they recalled Emil Heineman on an emergency basis to replace the injured Christian Dvorak. So Dvorak's out for the season. He tore his pectoral muscle in Florida, and he had surgery yesterday. No update on that. if the surgery was successful or not. I totally expect it was successful. But he won't be back this season, so he's done. Heineman's here for right now. Where they're going to go, like he's on an emergency basis. I think that's so they could get him up here without clearing through waivers. I'm going to say that. I don't know if Heineman has waiver exemption or not, but if not, that's why it's emergency basis. Otherwise, I don't know why it would be an emergency basis. What else I got? Habs must stay. Oh, no, let's go up here. New York Rangers goal differential at 5-on-5 is 0. 75 goals for, 75 goals against. So Montreal will need to shine at 5-on-5, which is something they're very capable of doing. As New York Rangers special teams are power play 2nd in the league, penalty kill 7th in the league. So there's not much hope there. Well, you never know. Maybe we catch them on a bad night. But and the reason New York Rangers overall goal differential is a +24, and that's because of the special teams. And that +24 is 7th in the NHL. So for a team that's 0 goal differential in 5-on-5, but they're a +24 and 7th in the league overall, that power play and PK are goddamn good, right? So the Habs must stay out of the box, or the PK had better man up tonight, right? If they're going to take penalties against this team, then the PK better step up. And with Graham Skilleter, that's one of the refs from the last game, as one of the refs tonight, this will be a tough game. This will be a really tough game and tough for them to stay out of the box. So bullshit calls await us all night and missed Rangers infractions too, more than likely. Although the other ref kind of is okay with the record is good and all that. This other guy, though, not. I got one last thing on this department. Let me get to here. What you're seeing there is our new channel. It's called Don't Puck with Media. That's what it'll look like if you're going to go there and subscribe, which I hope you will. There's a link in the description of this video and probably all videos going forward. So you go there. We've already got 7 subscribers. There's some new content. I'm working on first video as we speak, sort of. Started working on it today. And there'll be artwork and stuff going up in the next few days. So if you head over there, give us a subscribe. And we have a big show coming up on the 22nd. It's a Monday night. It's a live show. And it'll be on the new channel. And we're giving away some prizes to people that are subscribed and in the channel during the show. So hopefully that's one of them is going to be you. You could win a prize on the new channel. So head on over there. Link in the description. Give us a subscribe. And we're going to start providing you with some new content. So, and different content. Talking Habs will not be going anywhere, and it won't change. So, and that's the point, is that Talking Habs won't change, but we got a new thing where I can do different things there. All the other boys are going to be doing stuff, and we're going to do stuff together. And that, sounds weird in, in today's world, right? I don't know. We do support the LGBTQ community. We do, though. No joke on that. All right. So hopefully, you guys will head over there and give us a few subscribers. Would appreciate that. That's all I got for that. We'll talk to you here in the chat for a little bit, and then I'll go do the preview. That's what it's called. It's called a preview. I'm going to do one for you. And are there any surprises? Not really. The good news is Montreal's not going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen. They're going 12 and 6. I think they'll need that against the Rangers. It's going to be a tough game. Even if Montreal does win, it's still going to be a tough game. They got to play 60 minutes and play well like they did against Dallas. And they did that against Dallas. They almost gave it up at the end, but they didn't. And hopefully they can do that. Cam, yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I did. I mentioned the prizes during the first the live show. Yep, you me to mention them again? Cam down there, he's one of the co-hosts over on Pucking Around and one of the partners on the new channel. So say hi to Cam. You've seen him here already on this channel. I felt like eating some fruit, so I'm having some blueberries. Who was next? Phil says that gut feeling is extra. I said it might be digestion. He says it's extra gas. No beer. A good burp and or fart, and it's all Wonder Phil again. So every time I burp and fart, I should think of you because it's be Wonder Phil. Yeah, it's not. It's a gut feeling. I just have this gut feeling. I'm usually wrong on them, though. I'm going to tell you right now. If you're thinking of betting on that, go the other way. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on what I say here. Hey, Edward, how's it going, man? 3-2 Canadians. Anderson, first goal. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good to see you out there. I wonder what Pokemon taste like. Are they edible? Can they be fried, baked, roasted? What are their nutritional numbers? I think Phil's been smoking something better than what I have. Cameron, I would never puck with you. That's it's between you and your girlfriend, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Have a good day. Anyways, I'll speak to you soon. All right, so so the point here is we talk here in the chat. We'll talk for a few minutes, and then I'll do my preview. Then we'll talk again, and then I'm going to go. And I will be doing the game tonight at 7:00 and a post-game show right after. So hopefully you guys will stick around for that as well. I will take a break in between, though. Don't stick around here. But yeah, I'll be doing that. Look for them. They're already posted out there. Hey, Huzu, how you doing? Your Habs? Welcome to Talking Rick. Did I say that? I could have. I could have. If I did, I'll put it in a blooper thing. I know one of my blooper. It's I forgot my name. I don't even know what my name is. Like that's what happened. I don't make those bloopers anymore though. I just don't. It's rare. Lane Hudson has the Arbor gene. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Did anybody see that? Lane Hudson fighting, not just fighting. Okay, he picked on a guy that's 6'4", and he put him down. He got him down. He grappled him down and held him there. Guy that's 6'4". So Lane Hudson, I'm not worried about him as far as, he'll be able to handle himself in most situations in the NHL, whatever you want to say. But, I mean, here's a 5'10" guy. He took on a 6'4" guy. And I think his agility and the way he's so deft, he kind of and had the guy down. It was cool. Like, it was fun to watch. And he went to the guy. Like, he went to the guy and said, okay, let's go. And, like, he's got guts. So, yeah, I like what I saw there. Got the Arbor gene. I thought you said you're going to be in a sec. What happened? That was like minutes ago. Lane smoked a big boy around and baited him into committing to a large hit. Lane put him off balance and dumped him, kept him down guillotine style. Yeah. But you saw the guy was coming in and he just and had him down just with a couple of movements. Like, so he's going to be okay. Yeah, zero hesitation too. Like I said, he came after the guy. So yeah, I'm not worried about him. And it's good to see that the kid's got nads, because as smaller guys, you got to have those nads. And listen, Caulfield displays that as well. And he's not 5'10". He displays those. He got the balls. He goes in the corner, goes along the boards against big guys, hits big guys. So I like to see that in these kind of players. His punches were quick and accurate, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. My name is Lane Hudson. I don't know another rhyme right now. My name is Lane Hudson. Matt wants to fuck me. Oh, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I gotta beep that out. I even wrote, I'm coming. Yeah. It's one of those days, people. All right. I see it's the afternoon. Usually get more people in here. I think people are very disappointed in the last loss against Buffalo 6-1. You know, I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I don't know that they exist. But this was something might have been Pierre Maguire even years ago when he was on the radio, just starting out for the Habs. He was on the radio doing color on the Habs games. And I think he's the one who pointed out that teams that go on long road trips, which every team does, right? So when the team goes on a long road trip and comes back, usually that first game is a loss. And when I heard, that's always been in the back of my mind. And I've seen it happen time and again. And it happened against Buffalo. And I think we could kind of write that off as that. That's what I'm doing. Why I think that they're going to have a bounce back and maybe surprise the Rangers. That's what I think. So we'll see. Anyway, I was right that when I said it, I said I think Buffalo's going to win, and that's the reason why, and they did. The refs didn't help, but it's still, I just thought that they would, and they did. So there you go. Pat myself on the back. I get 1 point. Lucas, say Lucas. In enemy, you're in Toronto. Nice. Are they going to let you watch the game tonight, or you got to be? Can you get the game in Toronto? All right, I'm gonna in a couple of minutes. I don't know. You all saw Matt wrote. Gonna pop in a second. Did he not mean here, or he only meant back in the? I don't know. I don't even know if he's still there. He's like a ghost. He's my co-host. So I'm working on the first video for the new channel, and it'll be a video like when I said go to that page. When you get there, you'd land on that till you subscribe, and then there'll be another page. But because people who are subscribed and people who aren't land on different pages when they click on your channel. So I'm preparing. But we got 7 subscribers. Hopefully we already have more. But so the new channel, Don't Puck With Me Media. No, it's not what it's called. Here's what it's called. There. Don't Puck With Media. You won't see all the top and bottom for the artwork. It's just going to be that center, but you have to make, for me, the way I do it, that's how it works for me for it to come out proper. And there you go. So, head over there, give us a subscribe, and we will forever be in your debt. But we won't be, but we'll just say we are. They're all Montrealers there, so no issues getting the game. Awesome. Like a little faction of Habland there in Toronto. Of Habs Normal? Habs Normals. It's Hab Normals. I'm the one who spells it right with the hyphen. Matt does not. But hey. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you liked it. I know I just did one with Harry Rice, and I guess I'm going to announce it. Harry Rice is going to be a permanent co-host with me and Matt on that podcast. So it's going to be me, Matt, and Harry. and any variation of the three of us if someone has, but he's a permanent, a regular co-host now. Yeah, and it went well. Like I did one with him. The last one was me and him, and it went so well that I asked him to be part of it because he's got good chemistry with us. And so Harry Rice, you can welcome him when you see him out there. I think he's probably still sleeping. He gets up late. But yeah, welcome him to the Talking Habs family. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. And there's a link, by the way, for everybody. Link in the description for the Habnormals podcast and Pucking Around podcast. They're both there. If it's not the current one, that came up suddenly. If it's not the current one, it doesn't matter. But they are right now. But if it's not, you still get the newest one by clicking on the link. You'd get there. Let's see. Rice Krispies has great energy, says Phil. Put them in your gas tank. See if that'll get you around. Lucas Harry is a great guy. Just as Drouin takes last year were bonkers. He loves Drouin. That's no explanation for it, but he loves Drouin. That's okay. He's allowed his mistakes here. He's not perfect. Yeah, but it's good to have Harry aboard. It's good. It makes for a better podcast as well. It's not that me and Matt didn't do it. I thought we did a great job, but I think you add that third person, there's a better dynamic and there's better flow. And I really enjoy doing that. They're really fun podcasts to do. Hey, DJS Habs, how's it going, man? Good afternoon. What kind of cigarettes am I smoking? They're the blueberry kind. They're the blueberry kind. You buy blueberries at the store, you dry them out, crush them up, and you can smoke them. Phil says, who doesn't love Drouin? He's fantastic. Yeah, Phil and Harry are two that agree on Drouin. So Harry's not here, so it's not fair to make fun of him about it. But Phil is, and we can make fun of him. Although not much to make fun of. He's playing well. Drouin, he finally found his way over there. My question is, does he play the full season? Does that last? I wish him. Okay, I put up a post on Twitter yesterday. I think I wish him well, and I'm happy for him that he's doing well. But at the same time, duck Drouin. I didn't want to say the actual word. Drouin is doing better, about as well as Monahan. He'd be in our top 5, and he's 800,000. Monahan 800,000. Monahan's 1.9. Well, basically 2 million. But still, it's fine, isn't he? 2 million. It's 1.9. 1.925. No. I forget how much was a short, but he had that in a bonus. I think it was 15,000 short of 2 million. And that was his bonus for getting to game 26. And he got that. So it was 2 million. Drouin's 800,000. Oh, did they sign him? No, that's right. They had to sign him. You're right. I forgot. I'm still thinking 5.5, but you're right. He had to, he's not getting a lot over there right now. He has to prove himself again to get another contract. You're living the dream because Drouin is great. Drouin has a bonus that's literally invaluable. He's been through shit, through the tough crowds and the big market. He stepped away from mental health, and that's a good example to set. I don't disagree with you. I don't. I have no, even though I said what I said, I have no malice to the guy, and I'm legitimately happy for him. He has gone through mental hell here. I don't know. It's partially fans' fault after him not performing.
Are you talking about John Drouin?
Yeah. So, and then he didn't handle the pressure. He's a guy that doesn't handle pressure. A lot of people don't handle pressure very well. But I'm happy for him, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, look, I mean, he was never, I think, ever really kind of part of the plan after the first few seasons of him, like not on like just only playing half the season here. But yeah, I mean, if he's finding success elsewhere, that's cool. No problem with that. Glad he's doing well.
I mean, at this point, someone DJS puts in Sergachev 64 points last year. That's all I'm going to say. At this point, it's in the past. It didn't work out. I'm glad he's not here, frustrating fucking hell out of us. And at the same time, I don't hold any malice to him, even with that. It's not his fault that Bergevin made that trade. It's not his fault, Drouin. So you can't blame him. And he just wasn't a guy that could handle Montreal. He wasn't the first guy, and I'm sure he won't be the last that has that problem. So, whatever. But at the same time, he didn't perform here. Blah, 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 blah. Duck Fruin. It's a nice way to put it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. What did I miss up there? It's $2 million with performance. Yeah, the $2 million with the performance bonus was $15,000. That's all he was short. They got him to $2 million. That's all. Daryl Adams says 4-2 Habs Suzuki first goal. How's it going, Daryl? Things are going okay. Since Matt's here, and we'll just do a quick reminder of this. This is our new channel. It is under construction. There's a link in the description that you can press and go there and subscribe and get ready for the stuff that's going to come out there. So please do that. We're having a bit of a technical difficulty, but it shouldn't take much longer, and we'll have artwork and we'll have a video with and a landing page and all that for everybody. So, but we could use the subscribers, early. Why not? So if you don't mind, head over there. You're going to get different stuff than you're going to get here. This is strictly Habs. Talking Habs will remain the same. Nothing's going to change. But over there, I can do different things. Matt's going to put up some videos, Cam and Alex, and then all of us together, and it'll basically covering the whole NHL. So that's a big difference there, is we're going to cover the NHL and maybe some other sports. I can't really. But we're going to do different things over there. So hopefully you guys will find that interesting, and you will head over there and subscribe and then check out our videos when they come out. We're going to lead the way with a live video. We're going to lead the way on the 22nd with a live Pucking Around podcast. More of a hangout, though. More of us just hanging out and premiering the live chat, the live part of the channel. During that, we're going to be giving away some prizes that you can win by being a subscriber and by being there during the live stream and talking to us so that we know you're there. Because if you don't talk to us, we don't know you're there. So, but we're giving away some prizes, not just one, not just two, but more than that. So, and some nice ones. So please, it's not just bullshit. It's not like my $10 thing there. We're not cheap over there. I'm talking Habs. I'm cheap. What can I do? But we are giving some nice prizes, and hopefully you guys will head over there. So remember, January 22nd, it's a Monday night. There's no Habs game. And, we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that at 8 o'clock. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be an 8 o'clock show, starting time. So, all right. Where are we? Another few minutes, then I'm going to do my my preview, but we can catch up with Matt over there if you want. Oh, you know why I'm like there's no comments? Because I am not where the comments are. Now I am. Where did I leave it? Sergachev is surrounded by a fantastic team, and they routinely are 20 mil over the cap. Slav would be a point per game on those teams. Yeah, I mean, that's a part of it. Sergachev's numbers have a little to do with where he's playing. And Phil, in his desperation, shouts out Everyone's favorite player is Drouin. As wrong as that is, it's true for Phil. $10 worth of poetry on Drouin. But listen, that means you got to win. With your guess, I kind of doubt it, though. Even if you get the galley, I doubt we're scoring 7 against the who we're playing, the Rangers. What do you think of this game tonight, Matt?
You know, it's going to be tough. I think, you know, the goalie matchup's really going to kind of determine our chances. I don't know what it is right now.
I know Monty's got the start for Montreal, but I don't know if it's Shesterkin, and I don't know who his backup is.
It's Quick.
Jonathan. So I don't know which one because I don't have the lineups. I have Montreal's lines because I got that from a different source. But they weren't out when I started this, and I'm not going to get them now. It's gonna be a surprise. Either way, though, that's not going to be easy for Montreal.
No, the Rangers are the second best. No, I think they might be. Are they first or second overall?
Second. Second, the info I have is they're second in the league.
Yeah, I mean they're a good team, well coached team. You know they get talent all really spread out all over them.
But do you think we lost 6-1 to Buffalo last game? It's possible they come in here kind of overlooking us a little bit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is a type of game, and I know you said it earlier before I popped in here.
Right, it could be a trap game.
To me, yeah, definitely spells out trap game. Especially with Monty in that. You know, Monty's the type of goaltender he can put in a performance and steal this game.
Like, I think you're gonna need a combination of that, and they got to play a 60-minute game like they did in Dallas, and we'll forget about the last 6 minutes, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. But yeah,
without a doubt.
So I think there's potential for it to be that, but it also we could get our asses thoroughly and completely kicked tonight.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's like Hudson. They said he had the highest differential between floor and ceiling for him. Right? This is that kind of game. It could go well, but it could go really bad as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely.
We'll see. It's hard to tell.
No, we'll have to see. I'm interested to see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, my gut says it's going to be a trap game for the Rangers, and we're going to win. And we beat them last year once, and we were bad last year too, and we beat them once. This is the one. We're going to do it again.
I mean, this is true, and I don't even think we had Slav in the lineup when we beat him last year.
Did we? I probably not. I don't know when I don't know when it came, but even if we did have him, he wasn't playing well, so it doesn't matter. Someone put in there, I think it's Phil, that Arbor might have the biggest differential of floor to ceiling. I think Arbor was, every now and then there's a player that falls through the cracks, literally, and he did. He fell through the cracks, undrafted, and he landed on Montreal's doorstep. And I think it was kind of like a fate thing. He was meant to be a Montreal Canadiens defenseman. He probably wouldn't be if he was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, right? And from what I understand, by the way, Arbor is playing fantastically both sides of the puck and physically down in Laval.
Yeah,
and
I
shouldn't be long.
I know that. Yeah.
I say he's back here before the end of the month, or by the end of the month. I think he's back here by the end of the month. And people are saying, people who are more in the know, obviously, than me, kind of figure by the end of the All-Star break. So the All-Star break, they come back from that, Arbor's called up.
Yeah.
Which isn't much different from but I had already said that I thought by the end of the month. So I wasn't changing it, but that's what other people are saying.
Yeah, but I mean, that's about the range. So, I mean, it's not.
I think so.
It's not like you're far off at all. And yeah, no, I mean, I'm all for it. And, I know, I'm sure, I know you did. And I'm sure those out in the chat saw that little kind of those words that Hould said about him.
Yeah,
I saw that and I was like, wow. Like, we got a player here.
Yeah,
like, we potentially have a hell of a player here that just happened to fall right now.
Like a first round pick kind of player that fell through the cracks and never got drafted.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that has to do with his work ethic. I mean,
but
he's
a
really
diamond in the rough. He was a real diamond in the rough, though. That was the thing, I think. And people just, I don't know. And you know who we can thank for this? For Arbor Jagai. Mark Bergevin.
Yeah. No, I mean,
and
look.
Trevor Timmins. I mean, that's who it was under their management that they found him. So, and there's a lot of guys that made it in the last few years of Timmins and Bergevin with the drafting that are in and making it and in the NHL. I think something like 9 have made it to the NHL of their picks from the last few years.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a record.
Hooley, obviously,
that's a hell of a record, though.
Yeah,
you know, they're not all here. Some, I guess, 1 or 2 got traded away. But I mean, there's guys here who we were just ecstatic about, and they were drafted by
Struble Bergevin too.
Yes,
that's what I thought. Yeah, no, look, and I've said this multiple times. You know, as much as Bergevin really frustrated us as fans. You know, I've also always given him credit for some of the gems that have come through him.
You have to,
because
they started drafting well in the last 3, maybe 4 years.
Yeah,
they started drafting well, and the fruits of that are here right now.
Absolutely,
in the system and on the team.
And I think it's more so Trevor Timmins, right? Because if it wasn't for Trevor Timmins, we wouldn't have Cole Caulfield. I mean, flat out, we wouldn't.
And the last 2 seasons, I think, maybe 3, so maybe that time, they had decided between them, Timmins would do the draft, and Bergevin would shut up about it, basically. It was his responsibility, Trevor Timmins, to make the decisions on who they draft. Bergevin would obviously back him. But, that was the decision they made. I know in the last couple of years, because I remember reading about it. And so you can thank Trevor Timmins, who a lot of people shit on. But, man, we can thank him for some really good players that we've got here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I'm putting up about Bedard. He's got a fractured jaw.
That's what I thought. He took forearm right to the face, like right to the jaw.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I was on Twitter where I saw it, and I agree with you. The way, his jaw was broken. That's what I thought, right? Everyone there is saying it's a clean hit. It can't be a clean hit if it's that to the jaw. I'm sorry, it can't.
Yeah, no,
that's not a clean hit. And I kind of agree that he caught him. That's a headshot. How is everyone calling that a clean hit?
I think the argument stems from, obviously Bedard had his head down. If his head's up, I don't think it's a clean connection with his jaw. I think it's more so here. I think it's because his head's down. That's where that argument's coming from. But yeah, I mean, you could see it clear as day.
Okay,
he took a full forearm to the jaw.
I got an argument. Jacob Trouba takes a 2-handed swing at Frederick there in Boston, right?
Yeah.
So what are you going to say? Well, no, it's because Frederick's head was there. I mean, he was swinging. He was swinging the stick, and if Frederick's head wasn't there, he never would have hit him.
No, you're right.
To me, that's the same argument.
Look, I don't disagree
Doesn't
with
matter
you. I don't think it was a clean hit. I'm not saying
down or up or left or whatever. If you hit him directly in the head, it's a headshot.
Yeah.
So that's not an argument to say, well, his head was down. Sure, that's the reason he got the hit, but it doesn't make the hit to the head a clean hit in my mind.
No, I agree. Like I said, I was just playing devil's advocate a little bit, but I don't think it was a clean hit at all. I mean, I'm the same way as you. If I see connection to the head, it's right off the bat. That's a penalty.
It's a headshot.
It's a headshot.
I can't believe some of the people too. Like some people know what they're talking about, and it's a clean hit. It's a clean hit. How? It's not what I saw. It seemed like he caught him first on the jaw.
Yeah.
Not even that he hit him, and then I don't think it was that, and then the arm came up. He looked like he caught him right on the jaw.
Oh, he did. No, without a doubt. That's why, like, when Bedard got up and I saw him do this, I was like,
well,
Highlight Harbor. That looks like he probably broke his jaw.
So Highlight Harbor is fine. You can
probably lost a couple of teeth too, to be honest. If you get hit that hard there, I wouldn't be shocked if he lost a couple of teeth.
Probably, but I mean that's going to happen in his career. Highlight Harbor thinks it was clean, so it's not. I'm not coming down on you on that, but I don't understand. So what about it was clean? If he hit him in the face first, you're not allowed to do that. So how was it clean? Phil thinks it was clean, so he says he's 5.5 feet tall. No, he's not. He's 5'10". Maybe 5. He's 5'10", between that and 5'11", and he was almost horizontal. I think it was clean, but this is what I don't understand. You could put that part of it on Bedard, but the guy hitting him sees him, knows he's going to hit him in the wrong place, and does it anyway. But you're saying he went to hit him, and Bedard went down like that's not what I saw.
No,
and I didn't think he was horizontal.
Even though, and I think Bedard, even at 5'10", was still a good few inches shorter than I think it was Brendan Smith that hit him.
Yeah, he's shorter. That's no doubt.
I think even though in the height of the action, they're probably not thinking this fully, but if you have time and you know that so-and-so is that much shorter than you, you gotta just not do that.
That's what I'm saying. So if you say that, okay, he's
like
taller,
if he threw a hip check and hit him in the body, but without a doubt, that's fine.
Because if you're saying he's taller, Bedard is shorter, I kind of think of it, instead of saying, well, then it's a clean hit because the guy was bigger. How about referring to the baseball, right? The strike zone is not the same on every batter, right? No. It's not here. And if you're that tall, well, it's a certain part of the body. So depending on the batter, the strike zone moves. It's the same thing. That's how I look at it. That's my ADHD neurodivergent
No, I think it's a good way to look at it. And,
how I see it.
I think, obviously there have been players that have just been outrageously tall that, no matter who they hit, they were always going to be that much taller. But I think in this case, I think, you have to not do that if you know that who you're going to hit is that much shorter than you.
They got to
it's the height and chance of hitting them in the head.
It's a retraining thing. You got to start teaching the younger kids this so that it's ingrained in their head. I understand these guys, they were never taught for that. So I can understand why it happens, but you got to start teaching the kids now, you're this big and the other kid, you don't hit them like that. You don't. And then they learn not to do that.
Yeah.
You can hit the guy, but hit him clean. Hitting to the head is not clean. And the excuse of, well, I'm bigger than him. It's not an excuse, in my opinion. It's all my opinion, by the way. And if you disagree with me, well, you're wrong, but you're allowed your opinion. You're obviously allowed your opinions too. And no, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is how I see it. Automatic agrees it was a clean hit. When he threw the head, his arms come up into his arms and lifted his arms. I don't know. That's not really what I saw, but I'd have to see it again, I guess. I looked at it like 6-7 times in a row. But again, Phil says if you're carrying the puck across the blue line, you should expect to be hit. I get that. Expecting to be hit and all that stuff doesn't mean you're allowed to hit somebody in the head. That's what I'm saying. And I do agree with the keep your head up, but you don't have to totally annihilate a guy by hitting him in the head that way. Anyways, that's fine. I guess I don't know. At least Matt agrees with me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if the principal point of contact's to the head, I don't know how you can call that a clean hit, regardless of the situation. That's just me. But and I do agree with what
He's
Phil
right.
said.
Harbor's right. I think Highlight Harbor, I think, actually is right. There were two Devils they were playing the Devils?
Yeah.
There were two Devils there. I think he's right that Bedard didn't see the Smith come in for the hit because of the other Devil that was there.
Probably.
I think that's what happened. Because if I'm seeing it too, there were two red sweaters and Bedard's white sweater.
Yeah.
There. And I think Highlight Harbor might have it right. Kids don't know how to protect their head. They didn't play that.
I was just getting to that comment. Yeah.
Okay, so they got to do a little bit of both, right? Retraining these kids properly how to protect themselves and training the other, the ones who hit more, not to hit the head no matter what the situation. Unless, of course, you're already going for the hit and the guy really moves. That'll happen. It's an accident. I get that. But that didn't look like what happened there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Phil makes a good point in that hitting does happen fast, and it's split second decisions. I get it, which is why I kind of said you start teaching that to them when they're young and first in hockey, and as they go along, by the time they get to the NHL, it'll be second nature, so that quick decision making can happen. Oh, yeah. Okay. So listen, before we get out of here, I better do my preview. I didn't do it yet. Okay, everybody, quiet now. You can still play. Let's get through this. So, all right. Game is the 26-10-1 New York Rangers are here in Montreal. I'm in the home city, yay! To take on the 16-17-5 Montreal Canadiens. Start time is 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it on Sportsnet East, on City TV, and I think that's across Canada on City TV, and TVA Sports in French. In the Rangers region, MSG2. Streaming ESPN Plus and Sportsnet Plus, and I'm watching it on Sportsnet. No, it doesn't say Plus, but Sportsnet Now or Plus or whatever they call it. Season series, first game is tonight. Obviously here in Montreal, February 15, day after my birthday in New York, and April 7. So that's like second to last week of the season back in New York. And last 10 games, Rangers won their last game, and they're 7-3-0 in their last 10. Montreal lost their last game and are 4-4-2 in their last 10. Home and away records. New York is away. They're 13-6 on the road, 13-6-0. And Montreal 7-12-0 at home. So not encouraging if you're a Habs fan. Referees, Pierre Lambert and Graham.
Jesus.
No, I think Pierre Lambert, not so bad. I'm going to go
over that. Not him, the other guy.
Yeah, and Graham Skilleter. I call him no Skilleter. But so I put yuck there because he's yucky. He makes horrible calls. So Lambert, our record with him over the last 3 years has been good.
I have no problem with Lambert. When I saw the other guy come up, that's why I was like, oh, God.
Or he's more fair to Montreal. The other guy, though, 1-4-0 last season, 0-2 the season before, and 4-11 in 2021. With this guy, and the calls he made last game were horrible. So, it's yin and yang. It's yin and yang to balance out. That's why they put these two guys together. One guy likes the Habs, one guy doesn't. That's all. Must be that. Atlantic standings, top to bottom.
Oh, Paul, I got a new chair.
Boston, the chair. Let's not talk about the chair. Boston, Florida, Toronto, Tampa, Detroit, Montreal, Buffalo, and Ottawa. Buffalo 1 point behind Montreal, so there could be a change. They could overtake us. I don't know if they're playing tonight or not. Overall in the league, bottom 10, because we're in the bottom 10 now. St. Louis tops that. Calgary, then Montreal, Minnesota, Buffalo, Columbus, Ottawa, Anaheim, Chicago, and the Sharks rounded out. So, yeah, we're in the bottom 10, hanging there right now. I don't know for how long, but been there a little bit. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, 45.8% for Montreal, 28th, 50.4% for the Rangers, 17th. Goals per game, 2.74 for Montreal, 27th in the league, 3.38 for the Rangers, 9th. Goals against per game, 3.45 for Montreal, 27th, and 2.73 for the Rangers, 6th. It's kind of like their goals against and goals for, like, reversed. Power play percentage, 18.2%. Mighty 18.2% of Montreal, 21st in the league, against the 30.4%.
If we don't stay out of the box.
Yeah, 30.4% for Rangers, second in the league. PK, 72.1%. Montreal, 31st. And the other team is, like, right behind us. So we have a bad night. We're the last PK in the league. And theirs is, it's okay. It's decent at 84.1%, 7th in the league. So that's a really good special teams over there with the Rangers. Head-to-head last year, 1-1-1, Montreal's record, and 2-1-0 for the Rangers. So no over. Well, oh yeah, we lost one in overtime. Yeah. Face-offs coming into this game. Rangers are 54.2%, 4th in the league, and we're so much better. Look at that. 54.3 for Montreal. So we're better at something. And we're second in the league, which I think is going to come down now that Devo's out for the season. Because Devo's numbers at the dot were good.
They were, but we still got Suzuki and Evans and Monahan to take jobs.
I'm just saying that I think when you take off, it's going to come down. I don't know how much, but not drastically, but they're going to drop a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
We could a little bit.
Leave me alone now. No, just leave me alone now. Shots on goal allowed and shots on goal for. So on the allowed side, 29.6 for who are we playing in? New York, and 33.1 for Montreal. And shots on goal for, 30.7 for them, 28.6 for us. So they're better than us there. Players to watch and points. Panarin, 9 points. It's in the last 5 games, by the way. 9 points. Suzuki with 4. Goals, Panarin with 6. Caulfield with 3. Assists, Trocheck with 7 and Matheson with 2. And plus minus, Panarin plus 8 and Kovacevic plus 2. Team leaders, goals, Panarin got 24 and Suzuki's got half that at 12. Points, Panarin with 53, Suzuki with 34. By the way, I have both of these guys in my fantasy pool, my main team. Average time on ice, Adam Fox, 22-23, and Mike Matheson an even 25 minutes. And in wins, Shesterkin with 16, and Monty with half that, and 8.
But again, with the 3 goalie system, you're gonna have to take those goalie wins with a grain of salt.
Okay, but he probably wouldn't have 16.
No, he wouldn't have 16, but he'd probably have like maybe 11 or 12.
Yeah, he'd probably be over 10. Yeah, probably 10 or more. Yeah, I agree. New York Rangers top 5 in scoring. Panarin leads the way, 24 goals, 29 assists, 53 points, plus 2. Zibanejad is next, 14-24 for 38 points and plus 5. Trocheck, 9-27 for 36 points and plus 4. Chris Kreider, piece of shit, 20, 15, 35 points, plus 8. Adam Fox, 3-21 for 24 points and a plus 2. For Montreal, top 5, Suzuki, 12 goals, 22 assists, 34 points, minus 9. Caulfield, 11-16 for 27 points, minus 1. Matheson, 6-21 for 27 points, minus 8. Monahan is next, 9-13 for 22 points, minus 10. And Slav worked his way in there, 4-10, 14 points, minus 6. Goalies tonight It is Monty. Monty is 8-5-3, 294 goals against, and a 903 save percentage. I don't know if it's Shesterkin. It could be Jonathan Quick, but Shesterkin's numbers are 16-8-0, 275 goals against, and a 908 save percentage. So, Monty's not that far off from Shesterkin.
Those numbers aren't as far off as you'd think.
Just the wins and losses because they got a much better team in front of them.
Monty hasn't played as many games as he should because we got 3 fucking goalies. So
and that too. Yeah, exactly. No, that too, 100%. Okay, so here's the Habs lines. These are according to, I forget the reporter, but from this morning, got Heineman in there, so they should be accurate. Suzuki, Caulfield, Slav, because that is not changing. Evans, Gallagher, and Ulinen. That's going to be the third line. Monahan, Heineman, and Anderson, that's going to be the second line. Stevens, Pizzetta, and Armia, and that's the fourth line. Defensive pairings. Let's see who came out. So Kovacevic did come out. Matheson, Savard, Gooley, Barron, Struble, Harris. And that's it because I don't have the lines for the Rangers. So that's what we got. I don't change my mind on the fact that I think this could be a trap game for the Rangers because of a couple of things that hopefully we pointed out. And I think that's a possibility. And as much as it's still the possibility that we really sucked against Buffalo, and that's the only reason we lost. And it wasn't that first game back from a long road trip thing. We could get our asses kicked tonight just as easily. Right? The point is PK is going to have to step up big time. And their overall defense in the defensive zone has to tighten up. They can't be running around like chickens with their heads cut off against the Rangers because that's going to be all she wrote, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Highlight Harbor, that's where I got them from. Yes, daily face-off. That's my backup, but if it just says source last game, I don't use it because it could change. But it wasn't. It was from like 10:30 this morning from a reporter. He was at the practice. They're usually accurate then. But it could be different, but that seems like a right lineup, except flip what was second and third to flip that. So, yeah. As far as the Rangers, I didn't go and get theirs. It doesn't really matter. They're hugely better than us. We need a lot of luck and hard work and good bounces from the good puck bounces, and we could win. They got to work for 60 minutes, though. If they don't play a 60-minute game, we're dead.
No, I agree. 1,000%.
Oh, are you texting me? Yeah. Did you just text me that?
Well, I just like
you were answering me from before, right? Yeah. That was about very simple. I'll explain it to you actually because it's a good thing to explain. We were going to take 2 weeks off of the Habnormals podcast because they're playing on Wednesdays, 2 weeks in a row. But their Habs have 9 days off starting near the end of January into the beginning of February. Yeah, it's a good time then to take time off. So we will be doing podcasts for the next 2 weeks instead of taking 2 weeks off, especially since we just made Harry a regular on the podcast. I'd like to get the next 2 in as well. And I'll push it again. If you want to listen to Habnormals or Pucking Around, links are in the description. So it'll get you there. And the links in the description are the last episode of each one. Paul says his opinion is Montreal always stays with the Rangers and gives them a good game. He's given it 3-1 Montreal, by the way. Panarin first goal. Must be a Bears brother. No, he's from the States, Skilliner. He's just as bad. We don't really see the chair, but yes, he got his chair done.
It's brand new. It's so much better than the other one too. Like just sitting in it, feeling it way much. It's constructed way better, and the way it's connected, it's not like one thin piece of metal through the back. It's like brackets on the side, like pretty thick metal brackets on the side.
Phil says, how does Chara hit Marty St. Louis? Shoulder to shoulder? Almost impossible. No, but what happens is that monster doesn't hit the shrimp. Not like that. And if he does, I'd come out of the stands with a stick and hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Because what a piece of shit would do that.
No, and look, that goes back to what I said. If you're that tall, you have to know who to hit and who not to hit. Like you can't have someone who's 6'5", 6'6", up to Chara height hitting someone who's 5'7".
Right.
It's always going to be to the head.
If Chara was doing that, he would have been outlawed from the league. If he was just doing that all the time. He didn't do that because he just, I don't like Chara. I don't want to say this. Because he was a decent guy over for that. I mean, he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a classy dude. Like off the ice, he's a great guy too. He's not the type of guy that would have done that.
And which is why people worry about Caulfield and like Ryan Reeves and all that. No, they're just so much bigger than him. They're not going to do that because they'd get ostracized. You don't do that. It's an unwritten code, I believe. I believe it is an unwritten code.
It is. It's an unwritten rule of the league. Yeah.
Yeah, that you don't do that.
Tom Wilson breaks, which is why everyone hates him.
Right. Tom Wilson is a piece of shit that does that. But I got to say, I didn't like Chara, but Chara didn't do that.
No, he didn't. And look, obviously for God knows how long we'll have the debate over the Pacioretty hit, but
right. But Pacioretty,
what I will give Chara is right after that, he didn't leave Max Pacioretty's side. He wanted to make sure he was okay.
No, I get that. And I don't like him for that hit, but Pacioretty wasn't 5'7". Right? So you can't say it's the same. No,
right. No, absolutely.
That, of course. But, how many 5'7" guys did Chara destroy? Like none that I know of.
No, because he wasn't an ass. Like I said, he's a classy player. He didn't go after people who were that much shorter than him because he knew
I have trouble with
if I go after these guys, I'm going to kill them, and then their teammates are going to kill me.
I have trouble with.
Rick's going to come out of the stands and kill me.
You're right. I have trouble with two of the words you used in there. Classy player. But from everything other people do say about him, you're right. I'll never like him because
because of the patches. And I get that, but no, but even off the ice too. He's a really, really nice guy.
I have heard that. I'm not going to deny that I've heard. Same thing with Marchand. I've not heard bad things about Marchand off the ice. Never heard someone say, oh, he's still a piece of shit. Never heard that. Actually, heard that he's a great guy. Matter of fact, Galley's friends with him because they were on a team together, a Canadian team together. Mm-hmm. And they became friends and buddies. Well, if Galley is friends with him, he's probably not really a piece of shit. He's just on the ice. He is. Yeah. And I've known a lot growing up. I knew a lot of people over the years that I played hockey with and whatever that were great people off the ice. On the ice, they were lunatics.
Oh yeah,
lunatics. Like they lost it completely. So it happens. It's like road rage. It's called hockey rage, I think.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Oh, look at that. I did the yeah, okay, good. We'll stay a little longer. I don't mind.
Going back to kind of what you were saying about Caulfield, being shorted. Obviously now with Lane Hudson, I don't think anyone's gonna take liberties on them anyway, because they'll just turn around and beat the crap out of him.
And he's 5'10". He's not 5'7".
Well, no, but still, we saw yesterday. Lane Hudson, that I think it was, what was it? Johansson or something for Sweden.
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuggerud high. And they interviewed Hudson afterwards, in the locker room. He's like, yeah, I'm not letting that stand with my teammates on the ice like that. Nope. I'm going right after him. I'm like, that's what Arbor says. I like it.
That's not bad. That's not a bad attitude, even in a small guy. Like I said, though, about Caulfield, now he's not going to go out and fight. But you see Caulfield go in the corner, go up against guys, hit big guys. He's not afraid.
No.
Some players are afraid to fight. Some players are. These guys.
Anybody on the Leafs?
Yeah.
Sorry, I coughed, Rick. Sorry.
Most of all those top 4 guys on the Leafs. I have no problem saying it. I haven't seen. Have they seen any of those 4 to fight?
Oh God, what was it? A couple weeks ago, people were giving Matthews props for going into a scrum. All he did was skate up, push a guy with one hand, and skate away. What the
he goes into scrums. Yeah.
All he did was skate up there and go, "No, don't do that." And the guy turned and he went.
Listen, I'll give it to. He does go. He goes into the scrum, turns around, and laughs while he gets pulled backward. That's what he does. That I've seen him do that. Yeah. I like Marchand way better than Chara too, Phil. I don't know why, but yeah, I do too. I don't like Lucic either.
Lucic is just a piece of shit on and off the ice.
I mean, we know now he's not just a piece of shit on the ice. Allegedly.
Well, allegedly, yeah.
Still allegedly.
I never liked Lucic.
It's pretty clear that the allegedly more than likely will become not allegedly, actually. Hey, Quinn, how's it going out there, buddy? It's because Marchand is a talented shit. No,
Chara's talented too.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, they made it to the NHL and lasted there for years and years, so got to be talented.
The only other guy in the league in my lifetime where I would be scared shitless if I looked and saw him wind up at the point, besides Shea Weber, is Chara.
True. I want to disagree.
He was a great defender.
I want to agree. I want to disagree with Paul with something. He says guys from the Maritimes are always niece, and I say some of them are nephews. I think for sure. I think most of them are probably nephews, and there's a few they're trans nieces. Yeah, right. So, yeah. So I disagree with you there. Chara made it to the NHL and lasted because of his size. Yeah, I don't.
Good hockey player, my man.
I don't think that.
At the end, yeah. I mean, he was slow as dirt and really could only defend with a stick because it was like 10 feet tall. But
when he was with the Islanders, but he got better after.
No, but in his prime, like right after he left Ottawa, his prime in Boston, he was fantastic.
Yeah, he went Islanders to Ottawa, then to Boston, I think, right?
And then after Boston, I think he maybe played 2 years with the Caps. And
no, I don't care about that. But I mean, I always forget about the Ottawa years. He didn't spend there long though.
No, but his prime years in Boston, he was fantastic. Fantastic hockey.
Yeah, player. Listen, I mean, you can't say he was a piece of shit, or you can say he was a piece of shit. He wasn't shit though, as far as a hockey player.
No, not at
all. But Phil, I think the point is though that he did make it, and you could, literally, you could say the same thing about a guy like Chris Nyland, right? I mean, Nyland he had fighting and energy and he was willing to learn and be coached, and that obviously was Chara because he wouldn't have gotten better. So I mean, you can compare.
Look at Arbor too. No, and Arbor we know isn't a piece of shit, but Arbor's that he's got the energy and he's working his ass off.
Right, and he went to the AHL. He didn't go to the AHL because he's fully right. So it takes time, and he
said it himself too. They interviewed him. He's like, "Yeah, I got to work on some stuff, but yeah, we'll go down, put in the work."
And he has.
I love his attitude. He's got one of the best attitudes like I've ever seen. Like just in terms of wanting to get better and wanting to be coached and really make an impact. You know what I mean?
There's a few guys here that, have that great attitude. Part of that, we want character.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
1,000%.
Paul, listen, Paul, when I do something like that, I'm just having fun. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes typos. It's not a criticism. I'm just having fun. Anybody should remember that. If you misspell something and I make a joke about it, I'm not saying you're an idiot. I make mistakes. Everybody does. It's just for me, where you don't see a lot of my mistakes. If you see me typing to people, I don't make a lot of them because I usually proofread before. But I mean, a lot of times I got to correct.
You have to do that when you're 1,800 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to correct things at times, so I make mistakes. I just don't show it to the world. today I think more people don't care. Like, look at Phil; he doesn't care. I mean, he says he enjoys typos. So, and there, see, he did. You did that on purpose. They're not typos, Phil, when you do them on purpose. I'm sure we probably missed some comments, and we apologize, but nothing you can do about it. I got to take off though because I have to walk the dog. A limited window because of the timing and everything, and I'm kind of busy today, so I'll be back at 7. Matt, I don't expect back at 7.
No, I'm going out.
Yeah, Matt's going out. What? Who cares about Who cares about the channel? Got to go out. I make sacrifices like me. No, it's okay. It's just a joke. It's his day off anyway, Saturday. So, I'll be back at 7. I'll be back after the game as well for a post-game show. So I'll be doing both of those. I don't know what else to say except I'll see you then. So thanks everybody for being here for the show today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at 7. Till then, stay safe out there.
Have a good night, peeps.
Peace out, y'all. And,
make sure you sub to the new channel. Greatly appreciate that.
Yes, please. Link in the description. Head over to the new channel. We'd really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You won't be sorry. And that's it. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs, go. And I'll see you at 7. Ciao, everybody. Matt doesn't want to say goodbye. Bye for Matt.
Later.